Hello, I'm Roger Picture, filmmaker. As the world-renowned expert on cinema film that I undoubtedly am, it's only natural that the 24/7 Film Festival have asked me to make this educational video. Now, film has a rich 100-year history, and to teach you everything I know about the art form would take literally 3 to 5 hours, including breaks for coffee and or lunch. Time is money, and you have a film to shoot, so you'll have to make do with these basic tips. Let's start with some basics. Are you shooting your picture in black and white or glorious Technicolor? Whoa, now you're moving up to the big leagues. Let's talk equipment. Film gear can be complicated. It's important to take the time to get to know it. That, of course, was a metaphor. Give yourself time to adjust to new gear. Perhaps you've rented a dolly or stolen a Steadicam, in which case, give it back. Stealing is a criminal offense in most countries. You may need to take some notes. If you have a pen or paper, now's the time to use them. But be creative about it. In movie land, you can create something out of almost anything. Why, Theodore here used his paper to make a live banana. Of course, this isn't a real banana. That would be dangerous. We've made this one out of some old lighting tricks and a couple of mirrors. It's all part of that movie magic. All that technical stuff means nothing without a story to shoot. But that's all right. You take whatever themes you like and hide them in dialogue, and you can make a story about anything. Observe. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there.
I appreciate your compassion.
I'm glad you have that ability.
What about sustainability?
Ha, ha, ha.
Ha ha ha.
The possibilities are endless. So, your script is done and it's down to shooting time. Well, bottom line is, it pays to think ahead. Going somewhere damp. Why not wear some gumboots? You can't see them, but I assure you, my feet are bone dry. When you're working on location, a lot can go wrong. It's important to be prepared. Do your research. When does the sun set in your area? Are there any predictions for thunderstorms, cloud cover, or tiger attacks? Take it from me, a gumboot might be great in the wet, but it's no use against an 800-pound tiger. Some modern cameras have the ability to film in slow motion. This technique can be overused, so if you do go slow-mo, pick something interesting. For example, running. Interesting. Standing? Not so much. Film sets tend to have a lot of stress and not a lot of time. And when you stress, you make mistakes. Imagine you've rushed home with all your footage to find that you've lost your sound. Well, if you've lost your sound, the President of Russia. And that is the most important thing I will say today. Try to match your scene to your location. If the surroundings don't really match the action, it can be very confusing. Observe. Watch out, Buzz Aldrin. That rhinoceros is about to charge. You see? That made no sense. But I'll tell you what does make sense. Post-production. The editing room is where it all comes together. Take this clip of Theodore.
Speed.
Mark it.
Set.
Action.
No, not you again. Going the way of the dinosaur. Moving forward. Lol.
The acting is not so great, but with a few simple edits and a couple of filters. Action.
Not you again. Going the way of the dinosaur. Moving forward. Lol. Lol. Lol.
Much better. Music is another great way to spice up a film, so long as you pick the right music. Perfection. Well, that's just about everything you need to know about cinema film, the only kind of film there is. Unless, of course, you mean photographic film, but that's a whole nother kettle of fish. And as we saw today, a kettle of fish has no place on a film set. Unless you're telling a story about a kettle of fish. I'm Roger Picture, saying, go out there and make your own. And if you come out of it anything other than a gibbering mess, you've a stronger soul than I.